All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. You know that song, "Comfortably Numb." Taken off one of probably one of the most legendary albums of all time. Pink Floyd, a modern review. The Wall, before and after. This DVD is not authorized by Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd's studio album, The Wall, remains to this day the band's most commercially successful record, and, along with Dark Side of the Moon, they are most cherished by the majority of fans. But the road to fruition for this dynamic recording, along with its long aftermath, has been shrouded in mystery for years. This film investigates just how The Wall emerged, the hidden story surrounding its preparation, recording, delayed release, and reception, and how it, in many ways, led to the longest hiatus in rock music, keeping Floyd's mainstays, Roger Waters and David Gilmour, apart for over 20 years before they finally shared a stage again in 2008. Featuring rare studio and live footage, exclusive and archive interviews, contributions from those close to the band at the time, and a host of other features, all of which make for the finest film yet on this enormous piece of work, along with what came before and what came after. And yes, at 83 minutes, yep, you will learn a lot. So, obviously, starting off as a psychedelic band, Pink Floyd would release A Saucer Full of Secrets, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, amongst others. Uma, I believe, is another one. But when Dark Side of the Moon came, catapulted them thanks to the radio airplay. So, what came after was a massive undertaking of an album where Roger Waters was feeling sick. Was he being driven somewhere? He says, I feel like there's a wall being put around me, keeping himself closed away from other people. So then what happens? He decides to take Pink Floyd, what many people consider to be, into his direction. And with his direction came certain creative control, I guess the word would be. So we get to highlight what the band was doing. One, having a look at the process behind it. Two, the turmoil that was going on within the band. And three, how it became so dang popular. The idea of going upon a stage and having a wall being constructed as they start to feel truly closed off. And excuse me. All the while you're just looking at and getting some knowledge and insight of like, hey, there, all the turmoil and everything going on. But as I said, within this 80-minute DVD, it's something that I do recommend that you watch. You also get to see who produced it. Well, you see Bob Ezrin coming, of Alice Cooper fame, where they specifically pay $1 Billion Babies. And we also get some cuts of the album here, but explained and how it fits the overall theme. So yeah, ultimately, I think that, my opinion, you get a good insight to it, but the album itself is like almost 2 hours long. It's like, holy smokes, So, that being said, they also interview, here's the best part. Richard Wright is also in here. He was the keyboardist. And Nick Mason. He was the only constant member of all of Pink Floyd. So they do touch upon those two briefly, but it's just funny to see how it's like probably the rhythm section who carries the band the most, but then we get two of the other members coming in here. So I don't know. It's just a whole lot of stuff. Of course, Roger Waters has some divisive views, and of course Mason and Gilmour distancing him from him for reasons, but at the same time, the music that's really left behind is freaking astonishing. So yeah, your mileage may vary on it, but Pink Floyd, a modern review for The Wall. Give it a watch.